Oh, hi there. Didn't notice you. My name is Mohammed Gods, and I'm here today with Capital English Language School, UVK, no relation. And me and my friend, Mr. Uyushi from Vietnam, are presenting to you a video series in which we will break down the basics of conversational English. And before we start, let me tell you a few words about myself. I am a venture capitalist, I'm a feminist, I also have a Harvard degree in liberal arts with a minor in black people philosophy, which is kind of underrated, but that's not the point. And before we start this video course, I would like to get something in your head, something for you to think about. Usually when a person decides to learn a new language, it is considered to be a hard task and a very time-consuming task by the unwashed masses. But me as a fellow Filipino, I had to go through this myself, and it was hard in the beginning learning English. But at the end of it, you realize that you never learn the language. You actually try to understand the language. As weird as it sounds, because a language, it's never fixated in a point. It's always fluid. And you know why? Because language is culture, and language is always a mean of culture. It is always produced as a need of culture. Let me tell you an example. Back in the old times, ancient times, Greece was divided into many cities, and in those cities they had their own rules, they had their own languages, which is sufficient to us, and it was all separated before Alexander Macedonian started his conquest. And his army consisted of people from all around the small cities of Greece, and they had to come up with a language to communicate. So it was based on a need, and it was based on culture. So for example, you try to learn English by a book. That does not work that way. Because when you learn a language by the book, you don't learn the language itself. You learn a representation of a person who tried to describe the language, but it is now the past, because the language changes with the culture. So basically, if you think that you know English and you went to school, then you went to university, and you passed all the exams, try and go watch soap opera. The main point of this video series is not just to give you the theoretical base, but also give you a cultural base, so you can actually go around the world and actually speak with the people, so they can understand you, especially people from America and people from England, and so you can understand them too. And our first lesson will be a lesson in modal verbs. So walk with me.